Hello everyone and welcome back to Village Life. In the last one, we started our first event, the Riverside Rescue, where we can see the two babies are still in the water. Oh no, we really need to rescue them because it's kind of like... It's a real cruelty to just leave them out there, right? In between episodes, we also got another achievement because I had the 3 crops or farming plots used at the same time, and then that automatically unlocked the next achievement. And we'll just be collecting that, and the next one is 5. I've also expanded the farm a little in between here and gave it a little sass, a little beauty, because we can upgrade the farmers quite a bit, and I wanted to see how broad the farm area would be if we put fences around it. So I kind of just did that in pre-notion, or predetermined that the farm is going to be there forever. And you guys can already tell it's quite early in the morning because I'm unable to speak probably. But if we go into the menu here, we can see that we can now forage mushroom, which is great. So let's go and see what we need to forage those, or we already are able to do so, are we? We are, so we have the items required. We don't have to create new tools for this. And they actually... They gather quite quickly. The other part is that we finished off unlocking the car book, like just 2 minutes ago before I started this episode. So we can start... As far as I remember, the Rami? The little flower thingies here, they come before the carrots, as far as I remember. So I think we will start unlocking that one, which will take a day. Fair enough. So with the unlocking part put aside, I think we are actually able to start... Yes, we are able to start crafting the items. As you can see here, we just start doing that and that, and we have Eli do that. Now, a thing that I realized is that it's quite a while since I played the game. Because if we go into the food storage, use storage here, we can see the baby rice is here as a food item. But if we go into, which is actually confusing me a little bit, if we go into the unlocking part, you can see the sunflower, cooked sunflower, seemingly being an edible item, or at least it looks like it because it brings happiness. It's not there, and we already had all the sunflowers that we needed. As well as if we go into the resource storage, the items are not there. So evidently I researched it a little bit, and I actually go into the workspace here, which doesn't really make sense because they are not anywhere to be shown, so you don't really know where they are. So they kind of just go into the emptiness void, so you don't really know how many you have. And that can be quite tricky if we don't have a count. If we like had to have 40 of something, and one of the items need 20 of, let's say, coca sunflowers, and another item also needed 20 coca sunflowers. That means we had to gather 40 of them. But as soon as we get or gather 20, we can no longer recollect if we actually collected them all, because they will be ready to craft. So it's like that we have to pay attention to. I probably should have a little note paper or something next to me, then going like, yes, 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 we'll go, no, yes, I don't know. Anyway, we gathered some mushrooms, yes. So now our villagers have new types of food to eat, other than the baby rice, which is an unlimited item. But the next thing I will actually do is skip or just finish off these, so we can get on with saving the little babies, because I'm a little frightful of them being in the water for way too long, and I talked about them maybe getting hypothermia last time, and that's really not a good thing. And with that, we have finished off crafting the items or the scoop that we need to use to pick those kids out of the water. I'm not quite sure how they're gonna do it precisely, but I'm pretty sure that if you just have a basket freely hanging on a stick, then I hope the baby's motion skills are good enough to crawl onto the basket. Else the basket might just fall in the water. And that would be even more horrible. Why am I even talking about this? But we can begin rescue the kitties, and that we will do. That would take 12 hours, but I don't think I can bear waiting that long, so we will skip it a little bit. There's actually no scooping animation? Are you kidding me? Really? No scooping animation? None whatsoever? Oh, that's the scooping animation? Really? I would imagine him going out to the water gathering place and then trying to get them out, but he's kind of like looking like he's just dancing. Like, look at me, I'm dancing for you kids, and whatever. We will not collect Bane. Okay, now that Austin have danced the kids onto safe land, we can't really see them because they are hidden themselves behind the farm. Let's just move the farm so we can see them properly. We're just gonna move the two bushes here. We will move the farm back in place because I think this is the only event where you actually have to fish something out of the river. And there will be 2 cases of us having to actually fish something out of the river. We could also... No, we can't. Aww. But we could also, like... Oh, in my designing mind again. Let's just... could also do this. So we can see them. Because I know there is a person more that's going to travel down the river that we also have to save. But we haven't gotten that far yet. So, with that said, let's pick out the kids here. I really love the picture. Even though the kids are crying, they all... Look how fancy our scooper looks compared to what we built. It looks like a fishing net, but what we created was a basket and a flute stick, basically. Or that's what it looked like to me. But here it looks like a butterfly slash fishing net, which would have been much more efficient. But anyway, what dreadful thing to happen to them. They're so cold and wet, those poor things. Oh yeah, another thing you can do on the event part, you can click on this little side scroller here, and you see... Oh no, I spoiled something! But you can see the different quests has different rewards. Now you can also see first at quest 4 we will be able to procure the twins, or receive it, or the twins will become inhabitants of the area, as well as a person we haven't really met yet. So I wouldn't really spoil about them. And yeah. But however, we have these 2 small kids, and they are so cold that they are shivering, and we should probably get them something warm to wrap them into so they don't really go into hypothermia, which I've talked about a couple of times. And I'm actually quite impressed of how sturdy these 2 babies are, because in regular matter, if you are in the water for 24 hours and you're a baby, would be a really good result. They are absolutely freezing. We can't leave them like this. They will catch the death of cold. I would probably... Can you write something that way? Probably you can. I don't know. What can we do to help them? Let's make some baby clothes for them. So first time they're ever gonna actually make some clothing lines for the kids. Now we will see what we need. We have the vines. Oh, that's just regular vines, never mind. And then we have Carpock, which we already have unlocked, which is great. And we need... Aha! I was right! We needed those flower things before anything else. I am so good at memory stuff today for some reason. because I have played this event through a couple of times, so you know when things, you don't remember them, but they're just in the back of your head, you go, I think that's how it's gonna be, or that's what's gonna happen, but yeah, you don't know. Anyway, we will go in and unlock the Rami? It must be Rami on the way the E and I. When I haven't heard things pronounced ever, it's kind of like try and error to guess how they're pronounced. It's the same with names. If you haven't heard them, you don't know how they're pronounced, and then you can offend people, and that's horrible. Anyway, we will just finish this off. Okie dokie, now that we have unlocked that, we will... I am pretty sure... for some reason that we need the sapling wood. Or I have a feeling of it, so we will just start unlocking that instantly, and we will as well start gathering all the items that we need to use for the clothing material and lullaby sheets. Now this was actually something I didn't show you guys in the last one. I actually kind of promised it, but I forgot about it because something distracted me, which is quite common. If we see here, there is a bubble bath and lullaby sheet. This is fun or carefree or happiness items. They're basically stuff that you just like the regular flute and dancing place. It's just some items that's limited. They will not always stay there. You can't keep them after they break after the event is over. You can't actually keep them anymore. But they will be fun items that you can acquire and use throughout the event, and as long as they are not used up after the event. But as soon as they are used up after the event, you can no longer build them. So limited time fun items. Yay! Very short. Trying to explain something very short turned out to be very long. Anyway, another thing I would like to start unlocking was the water storage level 3. We might as well start unlocking that and have that start living out, because then we use our time in a proper way. And on the resources we have one mined item that we haven't unlocked, so we will start unlocking that one as well. And there we are. And what do we have here? We have juggling cups coming on the way. Yes, we are at a good pace. So we can start gathering some vines. Regular vines actually, which is nice. And start plant. No, we actually need to craft a copper axe. Never mind. And that will take 22 minutes to actually... yeah. Feel a tiny bit crafty today with using what we have available. We can now craft the copper axe, which I actually thought we had, but apparently not. Let's see here, how long time? It was probably 15 minutes. So onward with our little quest to start actually crafting or farming all the items that we need. You can see that took 4 hours, but Alma took it down to 3 hours, which is great. And the same with Sebastian taking down the hours, because they have that one mining skill. Imagine how fast it would be if they had 3-star mining. I think it would only take like an hour, which it would have been really handy, but right now we take what we have and not complain. And I think I'll be collecting all the items in between. And I'm pretty sure there's not much more we can do in this episode, or as far as we have come. So, until next time guys, take care and have a fabulous day.